horse right here, the name is Paul Revere. And here's a guy that says if the weather's clear, can do. This guy says the horse can do. If he says the horse can do. Can Valentine, cause all the morning long, the guy says the horse can do. 5 to 9, he says the horse can fire up. According to this here and telegraph, before we get all right, I think what's all right. Of course it all depends if it rained last night. Likes mud, all times likes mud. This X means the horse likes mud. If this means the horse likes mud. Likes mud. I tell you, Paul Revere, now this is no rum steer. It's from a handicap, and that's sincere. In the horse can do. This guy says the horse can do. If he says the horse can do. According to this here and telegraph. Valentine, Paul Revere, I got the horse right here.
Remember, friends, it is the Save a Soul mission located at 409 West 49th Street, open all day and all night with a special prayer meeting this Thursday.
Poor Miss Sarah. I wonder why a refined doll like her is mixed up in the mission doll.
She is a beautiful doll, all right, with 100% eyes.
It is too bad that such a doll wastes all her time being good. How can she make any money from that?
Maybe she owns a piece of the mission.
Yeah.
Hey, Been in South Street.
Harry the Horse, how are you? You know Nicely Johnson.
Yeah? How goes it?
Nicely, thank you.
Any of you seen Nate in Detroit? Has he got a place for his crap game yet?
We don't know. The heat is on. He's still looking for a place.
Well, tell him I'm loaded. I'm looking for action. I just acquired 5,000 potatoes.
5,000 bucks. Where did you acquire it?
I collected the reward on my father.
Gee, everybody's looking for action. I sure hope...
Why, Lieutenant Brannigan! Mr. South Street, it is Lieutenant Brannigan of the New York Police Department.
A pleasure.
Any of you guys see Nate in Detroit?
Oh, which Nate in Detroit is that?
I mean the Nate in Detroit, who's been running a loaded crap game around here. And getting away with it by moving to a different spot every night.
Why are you telling us this, Your Honor?
I'm telling you this because I know you two bums work for Detroit. Rustling up customers for his crap game.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you can tell him. I know right now he's ringing around trying to find a spot. Well, nobody's going to give him a spot because they don't know the Brannigan is breathing down their neck.
Hi, Nathan.
Fellas, I'm having terrible trouble. Everyone's scared on account of that lousy Brannigan, and I can't...
Something wrong, Mr. Detroit?
Oh, hello, Lieutenant. I hope you don't think I was talking about you. There are other lousy Brannigans.
Detroit, I've just been talking to your colleagues here about your crap. I imagine you're having trouble finding a place.
Well, the heat is on, as you must know, from the fact that you now have to live on your salary.
Did you find a place?
What does that cop want from me? What am I, a sex maniac? I merely run a crap game for the convenience of those who want a little action, in return for which I take a small cut. Is that a crime? Yeah.
Nathan, did you find a place?
Did you find a place for the game?
Did I find the place? Did I find the place? Yes, I found the place. We are holding the crap game tomorrow night in the Radio City Music Hall.
How are you gonna fix the ushers?
I tried all the regular places. The funeral parlor, the back of the cigar store.
Nathan, you said once there might be a chance at the Biltmore Garage.
I was over to the Biltmore Garage. Spoke to Joey Biltmore himself. Says he might take a chance and let me use the place. If I give him $1,000.
$1,000?
In cash. He won't take my marker.
Ah, your marker's no good, huh?
What do you mean? A marker ain't just a piece of paper that says I owe you $1,000, signed Nate in Detroit. A marker is like a pledge, which a guy can't welch on it. It's like not saluting the flag. Why, my marker's as good as gold, only Joey Biltmore don't think so. It don't seem possible. Me without a livelihood. Why, I've been running that crap game ever since I was a juvenile delinquent.
Nathan, you better do something.
What can I do? I'm broke. I couldn't even buy Adelaide a present today. And you know what today is? It is mine and Adelaide's 14th anniversary.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah. We've been engaged 14 years.
Concentrate on the game. The town's up to here with high plans. The Greeks in town.
Brandy Bottle Bakes.
Scranton Slim.
I know I could make a fortune, but where can I have the game?
The Biltmore Garage wants a grand,
But we ain't got a grand on hand.
And they've now got a lock on the door of the gym at Public School 84.
there's the stock room behind McCloskey's bar.
But Mrs. McCloskey ain't a good scout.
And things being what they are, the back of the police station is out.
So the Biltmore Garage is the spot.
But the $1,000 we ain't got.
Why, it's good old reliable Nathan, Detroit. If you're looking for action, he'll furnish a spot. Even when the heat is on, it's never too hot. Not for good old reliable Nathan, for it's always just a short walk to the oldest established permanent floating crab game in New York. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere, everywhere. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere. And an awful lot of letters for the fella who can get us there. If we only had a lousy little grand, we could be a millionaire.
clutch trap game will float again. My boys will let you know where it is.
Say, Nathan, you know who else is looking for action? Sky Masterson. Sky Masterson's in town.
Sky Masterson. Now there is the highest player of them all.
Higher than the Greek?
Higher than anybody. Why do you think they call him Sky? That's how high he bets. I once saw him bet $5,000 on a cockroach. And another time, he was sick and wouldn't take penicillin on account he had bet 10 Z's that his temperature would go to 104.
Well, did it?
Did it? He's so lucky it went to 106. Good old Sky.
Hey, maybe you can borrow the 1,000 from Sky.
No, not Sky. We think that kind of money ain't lending money. It's betting money. So why don't I bet him? Why don't I bet him 1,000 on something?
You would bet the Sky Masterson?
I ain't scared. I'm perfectly willing to take the risk, providing I can figure out a bet on which there is no chance of losing. He likes crazy bets, like which lump of sugar a fly will sit on, or how far you can kick a piece of cheesecake. Cheesecake. Look, run into Mindy's restaurant and ask Mindy how many pieces of cheesecake you sold yesterday, and also how many pieces of strudel.
How much cheesecake? How much strudel? What for, Nathan?
Just find out. Now here comes Adelaide. If she hears I'm running the crap game, she will never set foot on me again.
Hello, Nathan, dear.
Hello, Adelaide.
You go ahead, Will. Order me a tuna fish on rye and a chocolate sundae with tomato ketchup and mayonnaise. Okay, Adelaide. We gotta get back to the hot box.
Are you still rehearsing?
Yeah, that's late driver Charlie. He's been working us all day. Finally, I says, look, Charlie, I'm starving. I gotta get out of here and get me something to eat. And he says, you don't want nothing to eat. You just want to sneak out and eat that cheap bum named Detroit.
So what did you say to him?
I told him, I said, I can eat whoever I want.
Well, don't upset yourself. How's your cold?
Oh, much better. Thank you, Nathan. Nathan, happy anniversary.
A present for me?
I hope you like it.
A belt.
Read the card.
Sugar is sweet and so is jelly. So put this belt around your belly. That's so sweet. Look, honey, about your present. I was going to buy you a diamond wristwatch with a gold band and 2 rubies on the side.
Oh, Nate, you shouldn't have.
It's all right. I didn't. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I kind of like it when you forget. It makes me feel like we're already married.
Don't worry, honey. One day I'll be in the money, and you'll have more mink than a mink.
Nate, I can do without anything as long as you don't start running that crap game again.
The crap game? What an absurd thought.
1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
Huh?
Yesterday, Mindy sold 1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
More strudel than cheesecake? That's great.
Nate, what's going on?
Nothing, honey.
Hey, any news yet?
Not yet, Harry. I'll let you know.
Okay, Detroit.
Nate, what is this?
His wife's having a baby.
Why is he asking you?
He's nervous. It's his first wife. Look, I'm expecting a fella, and I know you're hungry, so...
Nate, are you trying to get rid of me?
No, I just don't want your sandwich to get soggy. Look, fellas, why don't you run Adelaide to the drugstore? You see, honey, it's across the street, and you've got a cold, and there are a lot of open manholes around.
Nate, you're so thoughtful. You're just the sweetest person. Goodbye.
Hey, Masterson, glad to see you, Sky.
Nathan, you old promoter, you.
You look great, Sky.
I feel great. 2 wonderful weeks out west in Nevada. Great place. Healthful climate, beautiful scenery, and I beat him for 50 G's at blackjack.
50 G's. Hey, are you going to be in town long?
No, flying to Havana tomorrow.
Havana?
Yes, there's a lot of action down there. Want to come with me?
No, I've got a lot of things to do here. In the meantime, how about dropping over to Mindy's for a piece of cheesecake? They sell a lot of cheesecake.
No, thanks. Tell me, how's Adelaide?
Oh, fine, fine. Still dancing at the hot box.
I suppose one of these days you'll be getting married.
We've all got to go sometime.
Nathan, we can fight it. I mean, guys like us, we've got to remember that as pleasant as a doll's company may be, it must come second place to aces back to back.
Yeah. Now tell me, are you hungry yet? Maybe we could drop into Mindy's and have a piece of cheesecake or a strudel or something.
No, I think I'll get the late results.
But you will admit that Mindy has the greatest cheesecake in the country.
Yes, I'm quite partial to Mindy's cheesecake.
Who ain't? And yet there are people who like Mindy's strudel. Offhand, which would you say he sells more of, the cheesecake or the strudel?
I never give it much thought. But I say if everyone is like I am, Minnie sells much more cheesecake than strudel.
For how much?
Huh?
For how much?
Nathan, I never knew you to be a betting man. You always take your percentage off the top.
For old time's sake, I thought I'd give you a little action. I will bet you $1,000 that yesterday Minnie sold more strudel than cheesecake.
Nathan, let me tell you a story.
Oh.
When I was a young man, about to go out into the world, my father says to me a very valuable thing. Son, the old man says, I am sorry that I am not able to bankroll you to a very large start. But being as I have no potatoes, I shall stake you to some very valuable advice. One day in your travels, a man is going to come to you. He's going to show you a deck of cards upon which a seal has not yet been broken. This man is going to offer you a bet that he can make the jack of spades jump out of that deck of cards and squirt cider in your ear. But son, do not bet this man. For as sure as you do, you'll end up with an earful of cider. Now, Nathan, I do not claim you've been clocking Minnie's cheesecake.
You don't think
However, if you're looking for some action, I'll make it the same bet for 1,000. You do not know the colored necktie you have on. Well?
No bet. White. What a crazy color.
Nathan, we took Adelaide to the drugstore.
Don't bother me.
How are you, Sky?
Good. How's it with you fellas?
Not bad. Nicely. We took Adelaide to the drugstore. And she says for you to make sure to pick her up after the show at the Hot Box. And don't be late.
Yes, dear. I mean, yes.
Yes, dear? That is husband talk if I've ever heard it. Nathan, you are trapped. In Adelaide, you have a doll that is most difficult to unload.
But I don't want to unload her. I love Adelaide. And besides, a guy without a doll, well, if a guy does not have a doll, who would holler at him? A doll's a necessity.
Nathan, I'm not putting the rap on dolls. I'm only saying a guy should have them around when he wants them, and they are easy to find.
Not dolls like Adelaide.
Nathan, figuring weight for age, all dolls are the same.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Then how come you ain't got a doll? How come you are going to Havana alone, without one?
I like to travel light. But if I wish to take a doll to Havana, there's a large assortment available.
Well, not real high-class dolls.
Any doll, you name it.
Any doll? And I name her? Will you bet on that? Will you bet $1,000 that if I name a doll, you will take her to Havana tomorrow?
You gotta bet.
I name her.
Her? Cider!
Someday I'm going to take a pickaxe and rip up Broadway from end to end.
They do that every day.
You take sinners here.
Oh, indeed we do, Sarah.
How do you do?
My name is Abernathy, Arvide Abernathy.
Sky Masterson.
What's wrong?
What's the trouble?
My heart is heavy with sin.
Oh, you poor man.
I have wasted my life in gambling and evil betting. But I now realize the horrible things that gambling can lead to.
Agatha, coffee, please.
Didn't I see you a little while ago on Broadway?
Possibly. I've been wandering around, trying to get the courage to come here.
And you're willing to give up gambling?
Oh, gladly. I would never have become a gambler in the first place if I had not fallen in with evil companions who are always offering me sucker bets.
Here you come.
Thank you. It makes me feel good just to talk to you people.
Oh, you go right on talking to Sister Sarah and you'll be all right. I'm glad you found us.
Well, the Bible says, seek and ye shall find.
Very good. I wish we could find more sinners like you. We're out every day trying.
Maybe you should try the nighttime.
Well, how's that?
Well, as a former sinner, I happen to know the best time to find sinners is sometime between midnight and dawn. You might even try holding an all-night session against the devil.
A very good suggestion indeed. Thank you, Brother Masterson.
You're welcome.
Coffee is so good, I can't understand why it isn't a sin.
Fine line, gentlemen. I suppose he sort of looks after you.
We look after each other.
I suppose if one of you goes somewhere, the other goes along?
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Here are 2 of our pamphlets, which I think you should read. They should give you a great deal of comfort.
Thank you.
And we'll be holding a midnight prayer meeting this Thursday, which I'm sure you will wish to attend.
Oh, I'm sure. Miss Sarah, I hope you'll not think I'm getting out of line. I just think it's wonderful to see a pretty doll, a nice-looking lady like yourself, out here sacrificing herself for others, staying here all the time. Do you ever go anyplace else? Travel or something?
I would like to go to Africa.
That's a little bit far. But there are wonderful places just a few hours from New York, by plane. Ever been in a plane?
No.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Here is another pamphlet, which I think you should read.
Thank you. Of course, I will need a lot of personal help. My heart is as black as 2 feet down a wolf's gullet.
I will be speaking at the Thursday prayer meeting.
I need private lessons. How about dinner or something?
I think not, Mr. Masterson.
Sorry. Just blossoming under the warmth of your kindness. Hey, wait, that's wrong.
What's wrong?
No peace under the wicked. That's Isaiah, chapter 57, verse 22.
It's Proverbs.
No, it's Isaiah. Isaiah?
Isaiah.
There are 2 things that have been in every hotel room in the country. Sky Masterson and the Gideon Bible. I must have read the good book 10 or 12 times.
You've read the Bible 12 times?
What's wrong with the Bible? Besides, in my line of business, the strangest information can come in handy. I once won 5 G's on a parlay. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Tell me, Mr. Masterson, why are you here?
I told you, I'm a sinner.
You're lying.
Well, lying's a sin. I'm a big sinner. If you get me, it's 8 to 5, the others will follow. You need sinners, don't you?
We're managing.
Let's be honest. This mission is laying an egg. Why don't you let me help you? I'll bet I can fill this place with sinners.
I don't bet.
I'll make you a proposition. When is this big meeting of yours? Thursday? I will personally guarantee you 12 genuine sinners. I will also guarantee they will sit still and listen to you.
And what's my end of the bargain?
Have dinner with me.
Why do you want to have dinner with me?
I'm hungry. Here.
What's this?
Sky Masterson's marker for 12 sinners. If you don't think it's good, ask anybody in town. I owe you 12 sinners. I'll pick you up at noon tomorrow for dinner.
At noon?
It'll take us some time to get there.
To get where?
To my favorite restaurant.
Where's that?
El Cafe Cubano in Havana.
El Cafe Cubana. Havana?
Where do you want to eat? Howard Johnson's?
Havana?
Why not? The plane will get us there in 5 hours, and we'll be back the same night. And the food is great.
I believe, Mr. Gambler, when you were speaking of the blackness of your heart, you did not do yourself justice.
And I now believe, Sister Sarah, no matter how beautiful a sergeant is, she is still a sergeant.
Please go away.
You know, why don't you change your pitch? Come to the mission, one and all. Except guys. I hate guys.
I don't hate anybody.
Oh, except me. I'm relieved to know that it's just me personally, not all guys in general. It's nice to know that somewhere in the world, there might be a guy that may appeal to the sergeant. I wonder what this guy will be like.
He will not be a gambler.
I'm not interested in what he will not be. I'm interested in what he will be.
Don't worry, I'll know. For I've imagined every bit of him, from his strong moral fiber, to the wisdom in his head, to the homey aroma of his pipe.
Have wished yourself the scars they'll gather have, the breakfast-eating Brooks Brothers type.
Yes, and I shall meet him when the time is ripe.
Got him all figured out.
I have.
Including what he smokes, all figured out, huh?
All figured out. When my love comes along, I won't take a chance. He'll be just what I need, not some fly-by-night Broadway
And you know at a glance by the true pair of pants.
By his calm, steady voice, must be joined the crowd. Oh, as I run to his arms, that at last I've come home safe and sound. Until then, I shall wait. Until then, I'll be when my love comes along.
No. You're talking about love. You can't double like that. What are you picking, a guy or a horse?
I wouldn't expect a gambler to understand.
Would you like to know how a gambler feels about the big heartthrob?
No.
Well, I'll tell you. Mine will come as a surprise to me. Mine, I leave to chance and chemistry.
Chemistry?
Yeah, chemistry. Suddenly I'll know when my love comes along. I'll know then and there. I'll know at the sight of her face how I care, how I care, how I care. And I'll stop and I'll stare and I'll know long before you can speak. I'll know in my heart. I'll know and I won't ever ask. Am I right? Am I wise? Am I smart? But I'll stop and I'll stare at that face in the throng. Yes, I'll know when my love comes along. When my love comes along. I'll drop in again, in case you want to take a crack at the other cheek.
Take a chance. My love will be just what I need. Lots of fly-by-night Broadway romance. Until then, I shall wait. Until then, I'll be when my love comes
Hello? Hello? Is this the Biltmore Garage? Let me speak to Joey Biltmore.
Who's this?
Nathan Detroit.
This is Joey. What do you want?
Look, I was calling about the, you know,
The what?
the crap game.
The what?
The crap game.
Hey, Joey!
Hold on, I got a customer.
Hurry it up, will ya?
That'll be $8. Now, what were you talking about, Nathan?
The crap game.
Hey, don't say that on the phone. Suppose the cops are listening.
Sorry, the dice game. Look, Joey, is it all right if we use your place tomorrow night?
If I get my money,
I'll have it tomorrow.
well then call me tomorrow.
Look, Joey, if you're gonna take that attitude, I'll have the game someplace else.
Well then have it someplace else.
Where else can I have it? Look, Joey, the dough is guaranteed. Would I lie to you?
Yes?
I'm getting it from Sky Masterson.
How do you know?
It's a bet I can't lose. I bet him he could not take a doll to Havana.
And why couldn't he?
Because she ain't the type of doll that goes to Havana.
Well, where does she go?
She don't go no place. That's how I know I'm gonna win.
Don't be so sure, Nathan. She's a doll, not a horse.
But Joey,
Nathan, there will be no crap game here tomorrow unless I get my money in advance.
look, Joey, you've known me for a long time.
I know. That's why I want it in advance.
I can't talk no more. I gotta meet Adelaide at the hot box. Look, just one thing. Can I at least tell the boys it's gonna be at your place?
Not till I get my $1,000.
All right, you'll get it. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I hope you get stabbed by a Studebaker.
And now, for the grand finale of our Round the World review, we take you down on the farm with our star, Miss Adelaide, and the chickies.
A bushel and a peck,
I love you, a bushel and a peck. Is that lousy Joey Fieldmore?
Hello, Name dear.
Hello, Pie Face.
How are you, handsome?
Fine. What have you got there?
A book?
A book? You're always reading books. You're becoming a regular bookie.
Name, this is very interesting. The doctor gave it to me. I went to him about my cold.
How is your cold?
Oh, the same. So the doctor asked me how long I'd had it. And I told him a long time. I said I thought as an account of my dancing with hardly any clothes on, which is what I usually wear. So he gave me this book, because he said it might do to psychology.
Well, you haven't got that, have you?
Name, this is the kind of psychology that tells you why certain girls do certain kinds of things.
Oh. Would it tell you what type of doll would go for a certain type of guy, which you wouldn't think she would do so?
What do you mean?
Just for instance, there are certain dolls you can almost bet they wouldn't go for certain guys.
Name, no matter how terrible a fella seems, you can never be sure a girl won't go for him. Take us.
Yeah.
Name, darling, starting with next week, I'll be getting a raise. And with what I'll be making, I was wondering what you might think. Maybe we could finally get married.
Well, of course we're going to sooner or later.
I know, Nate. But I'm starting to worry about my mother.
Your mother? What about your mother?
Well, Nate, darling, I've never really told you this before, but my mother back in Rhode Island, she thinks we're already married.
Now, why would she think a thing like that?
I couldn't be engaged for 14 years, could I? They don't do that back in Rhode Island. They all get married.
Then why is it such a small state?
Anyway, I wrote her I was married.
You did, huh?
Uh-huh. And after about 2 years...
What after about 2 years?
We had a baby.
You told your mother we had a baby?
I had to, Nate. She wouldn't have understood if we hadn't.
Well, what type baby was it?
It was a boy, Nate. I named him after you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And where is Nathan Jr. supposed to be now?
He's in boarding school. I wrote Mother that he won the football game last Saturday.
I wish I would have bet on it.
But Nate, that's not all, Nate.
Oh, don't tell me he has a little sister.
Although she is, Nate, Mother believes in big families.
Just give me the grand total.
5.
Your mother must be a glutton for punishment.
Anyway, Nate, we're getting married now, and it won't be a lie anymore.
But Adelaide, how can you do such a thing to a nice old broad like your mother?
Well, Nate, you don't even know my mother.
Well, I'll be meeting her soon, and what'll I tell her? What will I tell her I did with the 5 kids? Traded them to the Phillies or something? What are we gonna do?
Nate, we could get married.
But marriage ain't something you jump into like it was a kettle of fish. We ain't ready.
I'm ready, Nathan. Nathan, what do you think I got in this box? Nathan, what do you think I got in this box?
Sally's wedding shop. I can't guess.
It's a wedding veil. I've had it for 3 years. I won't show it to you because it's bad luck. Would you like to see it?
It's bad luck.
So you see, Nathan, I got the wedding veil. Now all we need is our license and our blood test.
A what?
Our blood test, Nathan. It's a law.
What a city. First they close my crap game, then they open my veins.
Nathan, you're not planning on running that crap game again.
Adelaide, how could you think such a thing? Why do you think I give up the crap game? It's because I love you, and I want us two to be the happiest married couple that there is in the world.
Anybody see an earring out here? I don't think so.
You! I'm gonna update it up tomorrow with Society Max, and you breaks it on account of you a dopey crap game. Honest, Adelaide, I pity you. Oh, here it is.
Adelaide, look at me. I'm down on my knees.
Oh, get up. It reminds me of your crap game.
Adelaide, look, you'll feel better tomorrow. We'll be all right. We're gonna get married.
Nate, I don't believe you anymore.
But it's true. Look, you'll feel better tomorrow. Come on, cheer up. Let's see that old smile. That's my girl. See you tomorrow.
average unmarried female, basically insecure. Due to some long frustration, may react with psychosomatic symptoms, difficult to endure, affecting the upper respiratory tract. In other words, just from waiting around for that plain little band of girls, a place that can develop a cold. You can spray her wherever you figure the streptococci. You can give her a shot for whatever she's got, but it just won't work. If she's tired of getting the fish oil from the hotel clerk, a place that can develop a cold. It says here, the female remaining single, just in a legal sense, shows a neurotic tendency. See note. Note? What's a note? Oh, chronic organic symptoms, toxic or hypertense, involving the eyes, the ears, the nose, and the throat. In other words, just from worrying whether the wedding is on or off, a place that can develop a cold. You can feed her all day with the vitamin A and the promo thing, but the medicine never gets anywhere near where the trouble is. If she's getting a kind of a name for herself and the name ain't his, a place that can develop a cough. And furthermore, just from stalling and stalling and stalling the wedding trip, a place that can develop a grip. When they get on the train in Niagara and she can hear church bells chime, the compartment is air-conditioned and the mood sublime. Then they get off at Saratoga for the 14th time, a place that can develop la grip, la post-nasal drip, with the wheezes and the sneezes and a sinus that's really a pip. From a lack of community property and a feeling she's getting too old, a place that can develop a bad cold.
Nicely. What are you looking at? This guy was just following Sarah. And you should have seen her. She gave him a look that would have cooled off a moose at mating time.
Great. Just so we don't take it to Havana.
Havana? He couldn't take that doll to New Rochelle. Say, where's Nathan? He ought to start lining up the game.
I don't know. Probably trying to see Adelaide. She's mad at him again.
Not Miss Adelaide. She is always trying to take his mind off of honest work.
And it's too bad that a smart businessman like Nathan has to go and fall in love with his own fiancée.
That is his weakness, and we must be tolerant, for I am told it is a worldwide weakness. Look, what's playing at the Roxy? I'll tell you what's playing at the Roxy. I'll put you about a Minnesota man so in love with a Mississippi girl that he sacrifices everything and moves all the way to Biloxi. That's what's playing at the Roxy.
What's in the daily news? I'll tell you what's in the daily news. Story about a guy about his wife, a small review, otherwise would have been his union dues. That's what's in the daily news.
What's happening all over? I'll tell you what's happening all over. The guy sent home by a Kelvin said who once used to be something of a rover.
That's what's happening all over. Love is a thing that has licked him, and it looks like Nathan's just another victim.
Yes, sir. When you see a guy reach the stars in the sky,
but when you spot a John waiting out in the rain, chances are he's insane, as only a John can be for a Jane.
A gin, hanging out like a friend for a flat back flat Taj Mahal.
Call it sad, call it funny, but it's better than even money. That's the guy's only doing for some time. When you see a Joe spending half of his dough, you can bet they'll be making it for some dough.
When a bum buys like a bum can afford, it's the sense of the bum is under the thumb of something more.
When you meet a mug, lately out of the jug, and he's still lifting platinum for the roll. Call it hell, call it heaven, it's probable 12 to 7. That good guy's only doing it for some dough. And his cash has run short. Make a bet that he's banking it on some door.
When a guy plants tails with a broken wine, you think he's on Saturday night.
When a lazy slob takes a good steady job, and he smells from Vitalis and Barbasol. Call it dumb, call it clever, but you can give odds forever. That's the guy's only doing it for some dollars. Only doing it for some
should have paid some more attention to him.
Yes, he attended every street meeting we had this morning. He must be interested in our work.
Very.
By the way, you spoke beautifully this morning, Sarah.
Oh, I can't reach these people. I should never have volunteered for this post. Let's go into lunch. And I was going to convert Broadway all by myself and have these gamblers just begging to come to the mission. General Cartwright.
Good morning, Sarah. Arvide.
Good morning, General.
We didn't know you were coming to town, General.
I got in early this morning. I've spent the last hour trying to find you.
Oh, I'm sorry. We've been holding some extra street meetings, trying to stimulate some interest.
Good morning, General. Good morning. Sarah, there's something I want to talk to you about.
Well, come inside. Have some lunch with us.
No, I don't have time, dear. I have several other calls to make. Sarah, we at headquarters have come to a definite conclusion. We have decided to close this branch of the mission.
Oh, no.
Close the mission?
But General, please, even if I can't do good here, someone can.
Sarah, there are so many calls on us. So many other places where our work is really needed.
But we're doing so much better now.
You've announced a big meeting for tomorrow night. You've announced a meeting? But will anyone be here? Will anyone come?
Pardon me. I couldn't help overhearing. How do you do, General? My name is Sky Masterson, former Senator.
How do you do?
General, I wish to protest the closing of this mission. I believe Miss Sarah can be a big success here.
I'm glad to hear you say that, but I'm not so certain.
$1 will get you 10.
What?
General, might I make a suggestion?
Yes?
Why don't you come to the meeting tomorrow night and find out for yourself? Don't you think that'd be a good idea?
Well, if I thought the mission had a chance.
General, I personally guarantee you 12 genuine sinners.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
You all got your carnations? Remember, no one will be allowed into the game without they got red carnation. It's like a password.
Okay, but where's the game?
I'll tell you in a minute. Nathan, is it all set? Can I tell the guys at the Biltmore garage?
Not yet. Joey wants his dough first. I gotta stall him.
But it's 11 o'clock. They won't stick around much longer.
So sue me. I left nicely in my hotel to wait for the money from Sky. It'll be there. Where's the dough?
It hasn't come yet.
I told you to wait for it.
I had to get some groceries. I felt a little faint.
Get back to the hotel and wait for the money from Sky. And don't come back without it, even if you starve to death.
Hey, Nathan.
Where's the game, Detroit?
Hey, Harry the horse. How are you, Harry? How's everything in Brooklyn?
Detroit, if you do not have a place for your game, tell us, and we shall seek elsewhere for entertainment.
Now take it easy, Harry.
I hope, Detroit, you will not spoil our evening. Inasmuch as I happen to be entertaining a very prominent guest tonight. I think you might have heard of him. I would like you to meet Big Julie from Chicago.
How do you do, Big Julie? Welcome to our fair city, in which, as you know, the heat is on. But just be patient and you'll get some action.
What do you say, Big Julie? Shall we stick around or shall we blow?
I came here to shoot crap. Let's shoot crap.
Sure.
Nathan, if there is no crap game tonight, I am sure Big Julie will be considerably displeased. And Big Julie does not like to be displeased, as you can find out from those citizens who at one time or another displeased him. Although, I will admit, it is hard to find such citizens, in view of the fact that they are no longer around and about.
Now, Harry, you don't think I would be so rude as to displease a gentleman like Big Julie here, do you? Big Julie, believe me when I tell you that when Nathan Detroit arranges something...
Well, what? An interesting gathering indeed. The cream of society. Angie the Ox, Society Max, Live a Lips Lou. Hey, Harry the Horse, all the way from Brooklyn. And, but, I'm very bad on names, but your face looks familiar. Mind telling me where you're from?
East Cicero, Illinois.
Oh, what do you do up there?
I'm a scoutmaster.
Well, don't ever help my mother cross the street. Lovely. This looks like the mail chorus from Blossom. What's your kid?
Well, it's a party.
Indeed. What kind of party?
Bye, I'll see you tomorrow.
It's a bachelor party.
What?
That is correct, Lieutenant. It is a bachelor party. Nathan's getting married.
Yes, sir. Boy,
He's a jolly fellow. He's a jolly fellow. He's a jolly fellow. Which nobody cannot deny.
Nathan, I'm so thrilled. Why didn't you tell me?
It was a surprise.
When I saw you standing here with all these fine gentlemen, I never dreamed it was a bachelor dinner. I thought it was a...
It's a bachelor dinner. Yes, sir, a bachelor dinner.
Just think, after 14 years, I'm finally going to become Mrs. Nathan Detroit. Time suddenly does fly.
Tell me, Nathan, when is the happy day?
Yes, when will it be, Nathan?
Well,
Nathan, these good fellows are kind enough to throw you a bachelor dinner. You should at least tell them the wedding date.
well, we need time for a license and our blood test.
Gee, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could get married tomorrow night, right after the show at the Hot Box?
Adelaide, we need time for a license.
You can look.
What?
You can drive down to Maryland. What's the name of that town?
Pimlico.
Not Pimlico. No, Nathan. Elton. They'll marry you right away. They don't ask.
Ain't that unhealthy?
Nathan, it's a great idea. Elope. I'll even lend you my getaway card. My Buick.
Oh, Nathan, let's do it.
Well, what the hell?
Congratulations.
And I can only hope there's nothing hereditary.
Nathan, I've got so many things to do before you elope. You'll be at the Hot Box tomorrow night.
I'll have a table reserved and I'll be all dressed up in whatever you elope in.
Oh, Nathan, I'm so happy. I ought to wire my mother. But what do I wire her?
Send the telegram and date it back.
I better wait until we have 5 children. It won't take us long.
Nathan, you are indeed a lucky fellow. A most beautiful doll indeed. Do you agree, Big Julie?
Tell me, how long you know the doll?
14 years.
Let's shoot crap.
Nathan, you better find a place.
How can I? The money from Sky ain't come yet.
Maybe it won't come. Maybe he took the doll to Havana.
How could he? How could he? She couldn't have gone.
The second oldest mission in Cuba. Come on.
Where to?
To see the oldest. Don't miss the dungeons where prisoners were thrown to the sharks.
Sounds like a million laughs.
Buried Christopher Columbus.
At least he's lying down. De leche.
This is delicious. What did you call them?
Dulce de leche.
Dulce de leche.
sugar, and a sort of native flavor.
What's the name of the flavoring?
Bacardi?
It's very good. I think I'll have another one.
enough to act as a preservative.
You know, this would be a wonderful way to get children to drink milk.
Take it easy, Slugger. It's over and you're still champ. Are you all right?
Am I all right? Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're cozy and clinging. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bell, I'd be ringing. From the moment we kissed tonight, that's the way I just got to behave. Boy, if I were a lamp, I'd light. Or if I were a banner, I'd wave. Ask me, how do I feel? Little me with my quiet upbringing. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a gate, I'd be swinging. Or if I were a watch, I'd start puffing my spring. Or if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding. Ask me, how do I feel from this chemistry lesson I'm learning?
Chemistry?
Yeah, chemistry. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bridge, I'd be burning. Yes, I knew my morale would crack from the wonderful way that you looked. Boy, if I were a duck, I'd quack. Or if I were a goose, I'd be cooked. Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're fondly caressing. Pal, if I for a few more days and find out how wonderful it's really like.
We'd better hurry back. If we're going to catch a plane back to New York.
I don't want to go back to New York.
I'm taking you back.
Oh, no, gentlemen.
Look, do you want to know why I took you to Havana in the first place? I made a bet. I mean, that's how I met you. I made a bet.
How else is a girl supposed to meet a gambler?
Come on.
I don't want to go.
I gotta think what's best for you.
You talk just like a missionary. Thank you for bringing me back. I must have behaved very badly.
No, you were fine.
Oh, golly, I don't know how you help with all this stuff. It was wonderful of you girls to give it to me. Oh, hello, Sky.
How do you do, Miss Adelaide?
Oh, fine. Sky, look, the girls gave me a kitchen shower. They went to an online drugstore and surprised me with a kitchen shower. What?
Hey, gold jewelry.
Congratulations. You know Miss Sarah.
How do you do?
Glad to meet you. You know, Sky, we're working tomorrow night right after the show at the Hot Box, Nate and I.
Good luck.
Thank you very much. Gee, I feel just like a housewife already. I'm going to love being in the kitchen. I've tried all the other rooms.
She certainly seems happy.
She's in love.
Yeah, I guess so.
What time is it?
I don't know. 4 o'clock.
This is your time of day, isn't it? I've never been up this late before.
How do you like it?
So peaceful and wonderful.
You're finding out something I've known for quite a while. My time of day is the dark time. A couple of days before dawn, when the street belongs to the cop and the janitor with a mop and the grocery clerks are all gone, when the smell of the rain-washed pavement comes up clean and fresh and cold, and the street lamp light fills the gutter with gold. That's my time of day, my time of day, and you're the only doll I've ever wanted to share it with me. Obadiah.
Obadiah, what's that?
Obadiah Masterson. That's my real name. You're the first person I ever told it to. I've never been in love before. Now all at once it's you. It's you forevermore. I've never been in love before. I thought my heart was safe. I thought I knew the score. But this is one that's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish song, and out my song must pour. So please forgive this helpless haze I'm in. I've really never been in love before.
I've never been in love before. Now all at once it's you forevermore. I've never been in love before.
and out my song must pour. So please forgive this helpless phase I'm in. I've really never been in love before.
Grandfather, I thought you'd be asleep.
Hello, Sarah. Good morning, Brother Masters.
Good morning.
We followed your suggestion and stayed out all night. We talked to a lot of sinners. Where have you been, Sarah?
I've been to Cuba.
You're even more tired than I am.
What the hell is this? Hey, what is it?
Someone must have tipped them off. I've seen a lot of strange things in my time, but this is the first time I ever see a floating crab game when the full blast in a mission.
Crab game?
Sarah, you know I had nothing to do with this. Sarah!
This never would have happened if I hadn't. I never should have gone with you. It was wrong.
No, it wasn't. You went to help the mission.
Did I?
Well, I see you tomorrow.
Everyone is welcome at the mission.
That's not what I meant.
It's no good, Sky. You said it yourself. It's no good.
Why not? What the hell kind of doll are you anyway?
I'm a mission doll.
And now for the feature number of the evening. The Hot Box proudly presents Miss Adelaide and her debutantes.
And the gown the following fall, then the necklace, the bag, the gloves, and the hat. That was late 48, I recall. Then last night in his apartment, he tried to remove them all. And I said as I ran down the hall, take back your meat, take back your pile. What made you think that I was one of those girls. Take back the gown, the gloves and the hat. I may be down, but I'm not flat as all that. I thought that each expensive gift you'd arrange was a token of your esteem. But when I think of what you want in exchange, it all seems a horrible dream. So, take back your mink to from whence it came, and tell them to holidrize it for some other day. Take back your mink, take back your coils. What made you think that I was one of those girls? I'm screaming. Take back the gown, take back the hat. I may be down, but I'm not flat as all that. I thought that each expensive gift you'd arrange was a token of your esteem. But when I think of what you want in exchange, it all seems a horrible dream. Take back your mink, those old worn-out pelts, and go shorten the sleeve for somebody else.
Good evening, sir. Will you be at Mr. Detroit's party? Is he here? He's not been here all evening. Bring me a rye and soda. Yes, sir.
Hey, Sky, did you see Miss Adelaide?
Huh?
I bring a message from Nathan. I wish Nathan would bring his own messages.
What's the message? Where is Nathan?
It's like this. Nathan in Pittsburgh was suddenly taken ill with...
A rare tropical disease?
Hey, that's not bad. Anyway...
Nicely, what is the message? Where is Nathan?
The crap game is still going on.
Since last night.
Big Julie, being a very large loser, does not wish the game to terminate. In fact, he is most insistent. So we find a new place and the game goes on.
Well, where is the game?
Are you looking for some action?
No, I'm leaving town tomorrow. But I would like to talk to some of the guys before I go. You see, I gave my marker to, well, somebody. I'd like to clean it up before...
I'll meet you outside.
What about Nathan's message?
Oh, Miss Adelaide. Nathan is in Pittsburgh with a rare tropical ant. Goodbye.
What? Sky, I don't understand. Nathan has to be here tonight. We're hoping to get married. Is it that crap game again?
It's Nathan. Why does it surprise you?
But he promised he'd change.
Change? Why is it that when you girls find a guy you like, you take him in for alterations?
What about you men? Why can't you marry like other people and live normal like people? Have a home
No, ma'am.
What do you mean, no?
Guys like Nathan Detroit. Well, yeah. Sky Masterson. We don't belong to life like that. So when a dog gets mixed up with a guy like us, it's no good. No good. See you in a couple months.
Where are you going?
I don't know. Las Vegas, maybe. I got a ticket on the late plane.
Will you see Nate before you go?
Maybe.
Well, tell him I never want to talk to him again. And have him call me here.
Look, why don't you find yourself another guy?
I can't. I love Nate. Wait till you fall for somebody. You'll see.
Yeah.
In other words, just from sitting alone at a table reserved for two, a person can develop the flu. You can bundle her up in her woolies and I mean the warmest friends. You can wrap her in sweaters and coats till it's more than a freak can stand. If she still gets the feeling she's naked from looking at her left hand, a person can develop the flu, the flu. 103.2, so much virus inside that a microscope slide looks like a day at the zoo. Just from wanting her memories in writing and a story her folks can be told, a person can develop a cold. Achoo!
Not so fast. Look, suppose we don't have a meeting. Suppose no one shows up at all. We'll explain to the general.
We don't have to explain. It'll be very clear. I just want to get away from this whole place and go someplace where people...
Where the sinners are all respectable and well-behaved.
You saw what happened last night. They gambled in our mission.
And someday they'll be praying there. Even a guy like Sky Masterson, he came seeking refuge.
He came seeking me. Did you know that?
Are you kidding? I knew that the minute he started picking on you. But I never thought you'd get stuck on him.
I'll get over it.
What do you want to get over it for? It's not pneumonia.
The man I love will not be a gambler.
But if you love him
He
enough...
will not be a gambler.
Sarah, dear, I've always taken care of you. All I want for you is to be happy. Velvet, I can wish you for the color of your coat, and fortune smiling all along your way. But more I cannot wish you than to wish you find your love, your own true love, this day. Mansions I can wish ya, 7 footmen all in red, and calling cards upon a silver tray. But more I cannot wish ya than to wish you find your love, your own true love, this day. Standing there, gazing at you, full of the bloom of youth. Standing there, gazing at you, with the sheep's eye and the licorice too. Music, I can wish ya merry music while you're young.
and wisdom when your hair has turned to gray. But more I cannot wish ya than to wish you find your love, your own true love this day. The sheep's eye and the licorice too, and the strong arms to carry you away.
Good evening, Miss Sarah. Well, Brother Abernathy, how goes it with the Soul Saver? Tonight's a big meeting, isn't it?
Well, it's supposed to be. The general is coming in.
The general's a tough dog.
Very few people will be there. In fact,
I don't
nobody.
think Mr. Masterson is interested in our troubles, Grandfather. We've got to hurry.
Miss Sarah, you're forgetting something. But being a gambler, I don't forget these things. I used to hold my marker for 12 sinners.
Thank you, Mr. Masterson, but I'd rather you just forgot about it.
I cannot welch on a marker.
Mr. Masterson, last night the mission was filled with your friends. Let us say we're even.
If you don't pay off on that marker, I'll tell the whole town you're a dirty Welcher.
Nicely. Where is the crap game?
Well, Sky, it's about 10 minutes walk from here.
Which way?
This way.
let's go. You see, Big Julie, the boys are slightly fatigued from weariness, having been shooting crap for quite some time now, namely 24 hours.
I do not care who is tired. I am out 25 G's, so nobody leaves.
Gentlemen, I begin to see the logic of Big Julie. It is not that Big Julie is a sore loser, it is merely that he prefers to win. Right, Big Julie?
Give me the dice. I am shooting 500.
Take 200. I'm half dead.
If you do not shut up, Big Julie will arrange the other half.
There we go. Come on. Snake guys. Snake guys, come on.
And Snake Eyes. And $50 for the house. But the dice are still yours, Big Julie, and your luck is bound to...
Shut up. Another 5.
200 more. I won.
Here comes that big lucky roll.
Guys, come on.
Snake Eyes again.
Well, that cleans me. I ain't through yet. I will now play on credit.
You see, Big Julie, the boys are pretty tight. Of course, me personally, I am precious and Daisy.
Then I will play with you.
Me?
Yeah, you. You've been raking down on every pot. You must by now have quite a bundle.
Well, being as I assume the risk, it is only fair that I should assume some dough.
Detroit, I'm going to roll you. Willy or nilly. If I lose, I will give you my marker.
And if I lose?
You will give him cash.
Let me hear it from Big Julie.
You will give me cash.
Now
Here's my marker. Put up your money. Anything wrong?
No, I owe you $1,000. Signed X? How is it you can write 1,000 but you cannot write your signature?
I was good in arithmetic, but I stunk in English.
Here, this will put you through Harvard.
I'm shooting 1,000. And to change my luck, I will now use my own dice.
Your own dice?
I had them made for me, especially in Chicago.
Big Julie, you cannot interpolate Chicago dice in a New York crap game.
It's a breach of etiquette.
Everywhere it says that in Tivoli Post.
Not that I wish they seemed petty, but could I see these dice? But these dice are blank. They ain't got no spots on them.
I had the spots taken off for luck. But I remember where the spots formerly were.
You're going to roll blank dice and call them from remembering where the spots formerly was? Why not? I see no reason.
Here we go.
A 5 and a 5. My point is 10.
Still got a chance.
10Z, come McKinsey.
I wish he'd fall down on his NZ.
6.
10 again. I win.
A 10?
A 6 and a 4.
Which is the 6 and which is the 4?
Either way. I am now shooting 2,000.
You can't shoot 2,000. You got it.
I just remembered. I'm eloping tonight. Adelaide's waiting for me.
Get up to 2,000.
Look, how about letting some of the other chaps in on the fun?
After I'm through with you, 2,000. Ha! 7. I win.
What a surprise.
Detroit, I think I'm going to take it easy on you this time.
What do you mean?
I'm shooting $1.
Oh, I'll take all of it.
Oh, what do you know? Snake eyes. I lose.
For this, I gotta bend down.
All right, Detroit. I'm going to give you a chance now. I'm going to roll you for 3,000.
3 G's?
Get it up.
Wouldn't it be more convenient if I just put it right in your pocket?
Get it up.
Snake eyes, snake eyes.
Ah, 11. I win.
That pleases me.
Now I will play with you guys.
Wait a minute. Big Julie, you gotta give me a chance to get even. Now I will roll you with my dice.
All right, Detroit, that's fair. But what are you gonna use for money?
I will give you my marker.
And you want Big Julie to put up cash?
Sure I get it. What kind of deal is this anyway?
Take it easy, Nathan.
Hey, where there's no spot dice. Someone will have the spots out there.
Don't make Big Julie have to do something to you.
Come on, Nathan.
Yeah, I am on my vacation.
Go ahead, shoot me. Put me in cement. At least I will know where I am. Here, I risk my neck to set up a draft game. I even agreed to get married on account of it. And look how I wind up. Broke in a sewer. Believe me, my tough friend from Chicago, there is nothing you can do to me that would not cheer me up.
Here they are. Good evening, gentlemen.
Well, fresh blood. You looking for some action?
Not at the moment. I'd like to talk to some of you guys.
We ain't talking. You're shooting crap.
It will only take a minute.
We are shooting crap.
It has to do with Miss Sarah Brown's mission.
Say, who is this guy?
It's the fellow I was telling you. Took the mission down to Havana.
Oh, I get it. Listen, fella. Why don't you go back to your praying tomato? Slowing up the action.
If you want action, would you care to make a small wager on a proposition?
What's the proposition?
Am I left-handed or right-handed?
How am I supposed to know a thing like that?
I'll give you a clue.
Kindly return this to Sears Roebuck.
Look, you guys. Tonight in Miss Sarah Brown's mission at 409 West 49th Street, they're holding an all-night prayer meeting. I promise I'll deliver them some sinners. When it comes to sending, you guys will have among the pay cards.
I don't want to waste no evening in a hallelujah joint.
If you won't do it as a favor to me, do it as a favor to yourselves. I guarantee the air smells much cleaner up there than down here. And maybe it wouldn't hurt you guys to learn something else, besides the odds are making it forward the hard way.
I've been reading the Bible too much.
So what? Maybe the Bible don't read as lively as a scratch sheet, but it's at least twice as accurate. Well, I tried.
See you around, Nathan. Okay, Scott. Look, about that Havana business, I regret I temporarily do not have the $1,000 to pay you.
You don't have to pay me. You won.
But I thought you took Miss Sarah to Havana.
You thought wrong.
Come on, Big Julie. I now have rolled the dough to roll you, but with my dice.
Nothing doing. With those dice, he cannot make a pass to save his soul.
What did you say?
I says with them dice, he cannot make a pass to save his soul.
Well, maybe I can make a pass to save his. And yours, and yours, and yours, and yours, and yours. Look, I'm going to roll the dice. I'll bet each of you $1,000 against your soul. $1,000 cash against the marker for your souls. If I win, you show up at the mission tonight. Okay?
Let me get this. If you lose, we each get $1,000. But if you win, we gotta show up at the Mission Dolls Cabaret.
If I win, you show up at the Save a Soul mission. One meeting.
Okay, my meeting.
Let's go.
I mean too. How about you, Nathan? $1,000 for your soul?
Me? I don't even know if I've got one.
You've got one someplace.
How do you spell soul?
S-O.
All right, put down your markers.
All right, here we go. Roll dice.
Give me the dice. Hey, and give me roll.
Which darn roll? What's the matter, Sky? Turning chicken?
You've seen me roll for 100 G's. I got a little more than dough riding on this one. They call you Lady Luck, but there is room for doubt. At times you have a very unladylike way of running out. You're on this date with me. The pickings have been lush. And yet before this evening is over, you might give me the brush. You might forget your manners. You might refuse to stay. And so the best that I can do is pray. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck, if you've ever been a lady to begin with, luck be a lady tonight. Luck, let a gentleman see how nice a dame you can be. I know the way you cheated other guys you've been with. Luck, be a lady with me. A lady doesn't leave her escort. It isn't fair. It isn't nice. A lady doesn't wander all over the room and blow on some other guy's dice. So let's keep the party polite. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, baby, I'm the fella you came in with. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck, if you've ever been a lady to begin with, luck be a lady tonight. Luck, let a gentleman see how nice a dame you can be. I know the way you treated other guys you've been with. Luck be a lady with me. A lady wouldn't flirt with strangers. She'd have a heart. She'd have a soul. A lady wouldn't make little snake eyes at me when I bet my life on this wall. So let's keep the party polite. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, baby, I'm the fella you came in with. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady.
Go to no prayer meeting. Big Julie, you get your marker. If you welch, it would cause me no little embarrassment. I am sure you don't wish to cause me embarrassment. But if it ever gets back to Chicago, that I went to a prayer meeting, no decent person will ever talk to me again.
No way. He said he would. All I wanted was my No, you're gonna go. Why did you? Why did you want God?
Adelaide!
Oh, what a coincidence.
Adelaide, did nicely explain to you about tonight? I hope you ain't sore about it.
Please, let us not have a vulgar scene. After all, we are civilized people. We do not have to conduct ourselves like a slob.
Adelaide, what is this? You are my doll.
Huh, you're dumb. If that weren't so amusing, one could laugh at it.
Adelaide, baby, how can you carry on like this? Over one lousy elopement. Adelaide, please.
It is no use, Nate. I've succeeded in your not being able to upset me no longer. I've gotten you completely out of my...
Adelaide, baby, don't ever do that to me again. We'll get married, we'll have a home. A little white house with a green fence, just like the Whitney colors.
I know
for me from your mother. Dear son Nathan, this is my first letter to you, although you have been married to my daughter for 12 years. I feel like I know you from Adelaide's letters, and in my mind's eye, I can see you as you go down to work every morning at 7. What a responsibility it must be to be the assistant manager of an A&P. I'm not even the manager.
I was gonna promote you for Christmas.
I know how hard you have to work to raise a family. Adelaide and the 5 children and the one that's on the way.
I had to tell her that. She wanted me to visit her.
Don't she know I can't have 6 kids on what they pay me at the A&P? I'm very proud to have you as a son-in-law. You are a good man, and I know you will always take care of Adelaide. I feel like a heel.
Oh, Nathan, darling, we can still make everything all right. Look, it's not even midnight yet. Look, 5 minutes to 12. Oh, Nathan, let's elope right now.
Okay, Adelaide. No, I can't.
Why not?
Come on, Nathan. We'll be late. Come on.
Nathan, why can't we elope right now?
Because, well, I gotta go to a prayer meeting.
Nathan, that is the biggest lie you've ever told me.
But I promise you it's true.
You promised me this, you promised me that, you promised me everything under the sun, and you give me a kiss, and you're grabbing your hat, and you're off to the races again when I think of the toy boy, and I think of the way I tried. I could honestly die.
Call a lawyer and sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love you. Give a holler and hate me. Go ahead, hate me.
The best years of my life, I was a fool to give to you.
Already, I'm just a no good Nick. Alright, already it's true. So new, so sue me. What can you do me? I love you.
You gamble it here, you gamble it there, you gamble on everything all except me, and I'm sick of you kicking me up in the air till you're back in the money again when I think of the toy boy, and I think of the way I tried. I could honestly die.
Save a paper and sue me. What can you do me? I love you. Give a holler and hate me. Go ahead, hate me. I love you.
Wind up in jail, don't go to me to bail you
Alright, already, so call a policeman. Alright, already, it's true. So new, so sue me. What can you do me? I love you.
You're at it again, you're running the game. I'm not gonna play sing a fiddle to that, and I'm sick and I'm tired of you stalling around, and I'm telling you now that we're through when I think of the toy boy, and I think of the way I tried. I could honestly die.
Sue me, shoot bullets through me. I love you.
It is now several minutes past midnight. Isn't anyone coming? Sergeant Sarah, something is very wrong.
Maybe your watch is fast.
I know what's wrong, General. I'm wrong. I failed. I've spoken to these people day after day, but the words haven't... Oh, my.
This place? Oh, great. They're open 24 hours a day. I'm not going to be here more than like 15 minutes.
All right, is everybody here? Where's Nathan Detroit? Present. Well, Miss Sarah, here you are. 12 or more stored in the center. Sorry, we didn't have time to clean them up.
Won't you sit down?
No, that's not. Sit down! All of you.
I would like to welcome you all to the Save a Soul mission.
This is a mission, not Roseland. And I suggest you do not indulge in any unpleasantness. Being as I'm required to depart for Points West tonight, I'm appointing Nathan Detroit, Major Domo in my place. Nathan, anyone who does not conduct themselves according to oil will have to answer the Sky Masterson personally. And that means in person.
What a remarkable young man.
So remember that, you guys. Brother Abernathy, your dice. Gentlemen, we are honored. To conduct our meeting, we have the head of our organization, General Cartwright.
It is wonderful to see our mission graced by the presence of so many evil-looking sinners. Now, who would like to testify? Who would like to start lawfully by giving testimony?
Betty, give testimony.
I ain't no stupid.
Come, brothers. I know it is difficult, but let one of you give testimony to the sin that is in his heart.
Benny, tell him what a bum you are. Benny.
I was always a bad guy and a gambler, but I ain't gonna do it no more. I thank you.
Don't you feel better now?
I'm all right.
Anyone else?
Big Julie.
Ever since I was a kid, I've been bad. But ever since then, I've gone straight, as I can prove by my record. 33 arrests and no conviction! Harry! Oh no!
Harry the horse.
Ah, well. When Sky was rolling us for our souls,
I beg your pardon.
Sky Masterson, he rolled us $1,000 against our souls. That's why we're here.
I don't think I understand.
I do, General. What he means is they are only here because Mr. Masterson won them in a dice game.
How wonderful! This whole meeting is a result of gambling. It shows how good can come out of evil. Sergeant Sarah, you have done remarkably.
Hasn't she done?
Thank you.
Hey! I ain't finished my testimony yet.
Sorry. My sins is that when Sky was rolling us, I wished I'd win $1,000 instead of having to come here.
You're not the only.
And now that I'm here, I still wish it.
Anyone else?
We will now hear testimony from Brother Nicely Johnson. Brother Nicely Johnson.
Get up, you fat water buffalo!
Well, it happened to be kind of funny. Like a dream. That's it, a dream.
Tell us in your own words.
I dreamed last night I got on the boat to heaven, and by some chance I had brought my dice along, and there I stood, and I hollered, someone fade me. But the passengers, they know right from wrong. For the people all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. The people all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. That will drag you under, by the sharp lapel of your checkered coat. Sit down, you're rocking the boat. I sailed away on that little boat to heaven, by some chance found a bottle in my fist, and there I stood, nicely passing out the whiskey. But the passengers were bound to resist. For the people said, beware, you're on a heavy ship. People said, beware, beware, you'll scuttle the ship. Devil will drag you under, mind the fancy tie around your wicked throat. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, rock the boat. And as I laughed at those passengers to heaven, a great big wave came and washed me overboard. And as I sank and I hollered, someone save me, that's the moment I woke up. Thank the Lord. And I said to myself, sit down, you're rocking the boat. I said to myself, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Then we'll drag you under with a soul so heavy you'll never float. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down. Sit down, you're rocking, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down.
Anything we can do for you, Brother Bernard? Maybe you would care to testify.
I'll do my testifying, of course. For I will testify that you ran a crap game here in this mission last night. Miss Sarah, you were standing there. You saw them. Aren't these the fellas?
I've never seen them before in my life.
There's a right fraud.
Now, if you would excuse us, officer, we'd like to go on with our meeting.
I never saw Crabtree spend so much time on a mission. Maybe that's what they mean by holy rollers.
Thank you, Miss Sarah. People, I also have a confession to make, and I gotta get it off my chest. We did shoot crap here last night, and we're sorry, ain't we, fellas?
Yes. I'm really sorry.
But Miss Sarah, I did another terrible thing. I made a bet with a guy that he could not take a doll away with him on a trip, and this I should not have done. Although it did no harm as I won the bet.
You won the bet?
Well, sure. The guy told me he didn't take the doll. Well, that makes me feel a lot better.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Gentlemen, we will now sing number 244, Follow the Boat.
I didn't say no.
fiancé.
Oh, yes. When are you getting married?
The 12th of never.
I'm sorry.
I didn't even get close enough to the church to be left at it. Gee, what'll I ever tell my mother?
Well, don't worry. Your mother will understand. Just tell her your engagement is broken.
I'm afraid that might confuse her a little. Maybe I'll tell her Nathan's dead and then see to it.
You mustn't carry hate in your heart, Miss Adelaide. Try to be forgiving and understanding, and the pain will go away. In the Bible, it tells us in Isaiah.
You've got a boyfriend named Isaiah, huh?
Isaiah was an ancient prophet.
Don't tell me. Nobody cries like that over an old guy. Whoever it is, you've got it bad. You know, when I saw you with Sky Masterson the other night... Oh, no, not Sky. You're not in love with Sky. You poor thing.
I thought I hated him.
I thought I hated Nate, too. I still do. That's love.
Adelaide, can't men like Sky ever change?
For 14 years, I tried to change Nate's Detroit. I thought about how wonderful it would be if he were different.
I thought about Sky that way, too.
I picture Nate by the hour. Nate, my name, in a little home in the country, happy. Gee, wouldn't it be wonderful?
Wouldn't it? If only Sky...
But they just can't change.
A little while ago at our prayer meeting, there were some gamblers there who acted as though maybe they could change.
Yes, but that doesn't mean... Gamblers at your prayer meeting? Was Nate Detroit there?
I'm sure I heard that name.
A cute little fellow with a darling mustache.
I think so.
How do you like that rap? Just when he should have been lying, he's telling the truth. Boy, I'm glad I'm through with him. And you should be glad you're through with Sky, too.
I am.
What, are we crazy or something? I don't want to make us and Saxon Clydes a lesson I've been taught. You can't get alterations on a dress you haven't bought.
At any vegetable market from Borneo to Nome, you mustn't squeeze a melon till you get the melon home.
You simply gotta gamble.
You get no guarantee.
Now doesn't that kind of apply to you and I?
You and me.
Why not?
Why not what?
Marry the man today. Trouble though he may be, much as he likes to play. Crazy and wild and free, marry the man today, rather than sigh and sorrow. Marry the man today and change his ways tomorrow.
Marry the man today.
Marry the man today.
Maybe he's leaving town. Don't let him get away.
Don't let him get away.
Hurry and track him down.
Marry the man today.
Give him the girlish laughter. Give him your hand today and save the fist for after.
Slowly introduce him to the better things. Respectable, conservative, and clean.
Reader's Digest.
Guy Lombardo.
Rogers Peach. Galoshes.
Ovaltine. But marry the man today. Handle it meek and gently. Marry the man today and change him subsequently.
Carefully expose him to domestic life. And if he ever tries to stray from you, have a pot roast.
Have a headache.
Have a baby.
Have 2, 6, 9.
Stop.
Marry the man today. Rather than sigh and sorrow. Marry the man today and change his ways. they're getting married.
Look, is this wedding gonna happen or ain't? I paid $50 for this Miss Sandra.
Nay, darling, come on.
Gee, Adelaide, you picked the busiest time of the day.
Come on, let's go. Where's the wedding?
Holy smoke.
What's the matter?
I didn't get a place for the wedding.
Oh, Nay.
How about the Bilbo Garage? Brothers and sisters, life is one big crap game, and the devil is using loaded dice.
Where's the crap game?
Brother Masterson,
Yes, Brother Detroit.
can we get married in your mission, Adelaide and I?
Well, certainly. I married Sarah and Brother Masterson. Glad to do the same for you.
Congratulations. I'll lay 8 to 5, you'll be very happy.
What Obadiah means is,
Obadiah.
he wishes you every happiness, and so do I.
Thank you very much. I know we'll be happy, and Nate will be there beside me every single night.